one that they ran before this, I think that one would probably be even quicker, honestly. Stellar coming around right now. We saw he was very close to getting it done in the last one, but did not quite do it. Stellar, after his first lap, is going to go 9th quick. He's going to go for it, and he's going to put it in the wall. Give up on that second one and absolutely go flipping into the catch fence. Peter Serrano's out on track. He's just barely going to get his lap done, I believe, here. So, qualifying is rounding out. Serrano going to go bottom of the chart, 16th, but everybody's really close. 3/10 in between first and 16th. So, we have 19 people in here right now, 16 qualified. We'll see how many grid up here. This is going to be an exciting one, no doubt about it. Get ready for this one, because it's we're gonna have a heck of a race. 30 laps is gonna go real quick when you're going 230 miles an hour. So hopefully we keep it green for a lot of it, and we get to see some nice, strong, and powerful racing.
Yeah, I feel like this is the fact of it being green and maybe caution filled is what's gonna make or break this race. If we get a bunch of cautions and it's just pacing, you know, I don't think that's what the audience wants. So hopefully we can keep it green and get some great, phenomenal racing in.
Yeah, right now, 9 people watching. I appreciate everybody who's tuned in tonight on ENAR. If you want to join our Discord, it is in our bio for Twitch, but I will also post it in the chat right now. We really do appreciate everybody who has come out and decided to race with us tonight, and also all the people who have decided to sit around and chat and just stay in the stream. We really do appreciate that. We're going to round off with some Indy cars here at Indianapolis for 30 laps. I'm Peter Terrio. Christian Delgado's in the booth with me. We are the founders of ENAR, and we really appreciate all the support we've gotten over the last month or so since we started streaming.
Yeah, it does really mean a lot to us that we've had so much support from the start. A lot of other broadcast teams, you know, have had to work and kind of fight their way to get some of the attention that we get. So we really do appreciate all of the love and support we've gotten so early.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You guys have been absolutely great. But let's get to this last race to end out the night strong. Pace car is going to lead these guys around. 1 lap of pacing. Timothy Keeler is going to be on pole for the first time. Aladam Contreras is on his outside pole. Luis Felipe de los Cobos is 3rd. Zurkat is 4th. So that is your top 4 right now. No 3-wide start like the Indianapolis 500 has, but you know, still hopefully we get the racing like the Indy 500 has. But you know, some differences that we pointed out earlier, and we'll get to see them throughout the night, I assume, and it'll be interesting. I think it's going to be hard for drivers in the back to make their way to the front because, you know, it's a track that can kind of be difficult to pass besides the slipstream. Like, you can't really pass in the corners too well. Sometimes you can, but it can be kind of hard to pass here if you don't get them by the end of the straightaway. So, I mean, look out for that, and, I mean, obviously it's going to be look out for cars going around. I mean, it could happen at any moment. Just a little bit of contact can send somebody around.
Yeah, for sure. Luckily, these cars are nimble, and I feel like it's going to be a lot easier than maybe like a truck or like an 87 car to avoid these wrecks. So hopefully these drivers are skillful enough to get around maybe a little mistake.
Pace car's got to pull in for the first time today at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Final race is underway for ENAR. Timothy Keeler does not get a good start at all. Aladam Contreras, a huge start, and way at the back, they're 4 wide already.
Already see a lot of aggression at the start. They're touching in the back.
They are all over the place. Aladam Contreras way out front. car up into the wall. Hopefully he keeps it up there. I think he's going to. Oh, they're wrecking big.
Huge back in the back. Huge wreck in the back.
Oh my goodness, a huge crash in the back. Caution is going to come out here. And Chris Walker will get the lead. But an absolutely massive accident. We are, we're definitely gonna need to go look back at that one here. That was huge. Let's go back, and it starts right here with Aladam Contreras and... Ooh. It's Lewis... Oh, yeah, so... Wow, that was absolutely massive. So it looks like when they saw De Los Cobos go up into the wall, just something happened behind. I gotta see what happened here. One car goes absolutely flying. I believe Peter Serrano may have been one of the drivers who started it. And he just kind of slipped up, it looks like, and multiple cars go over. And I actually think one went into the stands. I'm not kidding. I think he went through the catch fence, and he did. I don't even know what to say about that. That was absolutely massive. I would say we could do an onboard, but I don't want to... The flashing lights, you know, it's going to be pretty bad. So, pretty much the whole back quarter of the field wrecked in that one. That's unfortunate, but that was a huge accident.
Yeah, definitely a big, massive wreck. Luckily, you know, they do have one fast repair. Looks like some people are going to have to burn it early, but hopefully they can keep their car clean. You know, maybe if they have to ride in the back a little bit cautiously, I mean, that's what they're going to have to do now.
Yeah, I really want to see... Okay, it's this... I want to see this hit, because this was just kind of secondary. Rod Randmus Jr. in the 69. Contact, and then just goes... Oh my goodness, that is an absolutely massive hit. And then he gets hit by someone else. Wow. Huge wreck early. That's what we were talking about. That new damage model kind of prevents that from happening with iRacing, with the cars kind of flipping everywhere. But holy crap! I mean, you can kind of see where the old damage model showed itself on that one. Absolutely massive crash.
Yeah, we've only got a couple laps down and already a lot of chaos. Hopefully we can get some a little bit longer runs. Maybe even going to the end. Keep these fans entertained.
Yeah, and I think anytime we're under green flag conditions, there's going to be passes. So it's going to be, hopefully, like you said, we stay green here. I think, you know, the first lap, you know, I think drivers were kind of being a little aggressive. And I think, hopefully, they understand it now and they can get past it. But currently leading is Walker. So right now, Walker leads. Hopefully we get the 1 to green this time by Maximus Molina's in third. He won the first race tonight. So he is going to be looking to hopefully get it done. Oh my goodness! A huge crash! Justin Horton just absolutely demolished a lap car. Oh my goodness, let's go back and look at this one. Justin Horton cleaning up the tires, and he hits a lap car. And oh my goodness, that is not what we expected, I don't think. And he's... and he's upside down on the front stretch. Justin Horton absolutely sends it. Well, we're gonna just forget that happened. Now we get to see first of the double file restarts. You know, IndyCar not running double file restarts in real life, so we'll get to experience it here. We'll get to see how that goes. We're gonna get ready to go green here, and hopefully finish this one out all the way under green. I think I'm most excited to see what Maximus Molina can do here. If he can He's going to be eager to get a second win tonight, and if he can, that would be absolutely crazy. He'd be the first ENAR driver to get 2 wins in one night.
Yeah, that would be a good sight to see. Like I said, hopefully these drivers can kind of get a feel for how the pack drives and stuff, so they can, you know, learn how to drive with each other and get a long green flag run without all these cautions.
Yeah, I think, obviously, I mean, I think we'll finish under green, but the whole thing is, like, we need to make sure we get there first, and it sounds weird, but I want to get there as quick as possible, you know? And that would be running under green, or running fully under green, because that's where all the racing is going to be. But we're going to see. We're going to get ready to go back green here. Pace cars leads them out, and we are right away. Chris Walker to the front immediately ahead of Maximus Molina and Aladam Contreras down into 1. Battle for the lead. Molina to the inside of Walker down the back straightaway. See the runs now. Contreras to the inside of Molina. He couldn't quite make it work. Molina boxed in on the high side. Contreras goes low. Aladam Contreras goes to the front ahead of Chris Walker, but Walker fights back. Battle hard for the front. Out of turn 4, here they come. Aladam Contreras back to the front. 3 wide per second. Steven Hendren, Maximus Molina, Chris Walker down into 1. Steven Hendren all the way to the front. He tries to make it work, and he gets sideways up the track. He's going to lose it on the bottom. I think he's good. I don't think he came back up. I think he got it good. See, breaking the draft down the back straightaway. 3 wide for the lead. Go ahead.
And you noticed, besides these people battling for the lead, people have kind of, you know, like, are content with just riding behind someone else, that's trying to ride these laps out.
1 car spins in the back, no trouble. We're going to stay green. Contreras leads over Walker, but Walker back to the inside. Now here comes Vasquez. Jesus Vasquez goes 3 wide in the middle there, trying to make it work. A little contact. Mosteller got a little bit of the right front wheel of somebody fed to him, but they somehow hold on to it. Some wing damage there in the back for, I think that's, actually that might be, sorry, I can't tell who the Marlboro machine is, but out front, Jesus Vasquez up front. Molina goes to the inside of him though. Walker waiting in the wings. We're seeing Molina constantly running up front right here. He seems to still have the pace. 24 to go, 23 when they come back to the stripe. Constant 3 wide racing. They're going to go into 1, 3 wide for the lead. This is going to get dicey. Contact up the track goes Vasquez into the wall. Jesus Vasquez up into the outside wall. He's going to hold it up there, luckily. Back up front, Chris Walker has a pretty good lead now.
And as these laps go on, you can definitely see the aggression coming up, and these moves are definitely getting more and more dicey.
Yeah, right now, Timothy Keeler, you can see he has a little bit of front wing damage, but Austin Green has entered the picture now, and Daniel Osteller has. Keeler goes 3 wide for the lead on the inside of Molina and Walker. Now here comes Demos. He thinks about it, doesn't quite go for it. Keeler back to the front, pole position, back up to first. Lost it on the opening lap. Molina's going to slot in second now, jump to the high side as they roll through turn 2.
And it looks like this top 6 has gapped the rest of the field. Let's see if these back monkeys can come up and catch the rest of the field with this aggressive racing for the lead right now.
Wow, Timothy Keeler kicked the back end out entering that corner. I can't believe he saved it, especially with Mosteller riding behind him. Absolutely great save. He goes to the outside of Molina. Now here comes Chris Walker. Molina covers off all lanes. 3 wide in second. They go back down to 2 wide. To the inside goes Keeler once again. Molina back to the top side. Continues to lead. 21 to go at the moment as they exit turn 2. Down to the inside goes Chris Walker once again. Can't quite make it work. Molina continues to command the field just as he did in the nationwide race. Held on up front, kept doing it, and just found his way up there. Mosteller runs 4th right now. You could see Molina trying to break the draft going down the straightaway. Here comes Austin Green. Chris Walker. Contact. Molina around. Austin Green as well. A huge accident. And that is a big one. Maximus Molina crashes. Caution is out for the 2nd time today. Unfortunate. Maximus Molina was leading. And just him and Austin Green made contact. And we had another big one. Actually, luckily, I think it was only 2 cars. But we're going to watch it right here. See, Molina comes up and just a little bit of net code between him and Austin Green, and then they make contact. Molina goes absolutely flying up in the air. Oh my goodness, just barely gets avoided. Can't believe those 2 avoided him. But we are 2 cautions in, and I gotta say, we have had absolutely phenomenal racing so far.
I totally agree. Just the aggression level for this lead, it just seems like everybody wants a taste of that clean air. I think it's just because, you know, I feel like the lead car just drives the best. With no dirty air on it, he can kind of go where he wants and kind of make blocks and kind of make sure that the field has to go through him instead of, you know, them passing him.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, Molina was doing an absolutely phenomenal job doing exactly what you were saying right there. And, you know, I think, you know, Chris Walker seems like he's been able to do that pretty well. Mosteller's up here now for the first time today, for the first time in this race today. I think there's a good chance he gets up to that front and maybe can command just like Molina was. But Molina was doing an absolutely phenomenal job. Unfortunate that him and Austin Green made contact. A little bit of net code, trying to do just a little bit of side draft there. And ended up not working out. 19 to go. Going to be 18. Maybe we'll see who pits here. But looks like a lot of the field actually going to pit, except for Chris Walker. Austin Green. Sorry, go ahead.
See, with a little sprint like this, I never really thought that tires would mean that much with just 30 laps. With you know, how long, like, the Indy 500 endurance races it is and stuff. I'd never even thought that tires would even be an option.
Yeah, I mean, with how quick you're going, it's unbelievable that these tires can even hold on in real life. You know, you're going 230 mile an hour. I think it eats them up a good amount, and I think just even a little bit of tire work can really make your car where you can't hold it to the bottom like that. So, I think pitting here, I don't think it hurts you that much, especially if you bring down the majority of the field like Demos did there. So, it's going to be fun to watch that and see how those tires affect, like you said. But, you know, Wilkerson, Justin Horton, and Chris Walker all stayed out. So, they're gonna inherit those lead spots. $18 to go at the moment. Nearly halfway in this one. A quick race to end it out. And the racing so far has been really good. Really enjoyable to watch. It's been mostly dominated by Maximus Molina, but his car is destroyed. And you know what I'm wondering is if he forgot to select that fast repair, because he has one. But he's sitting in the pits right now, and I saw his wheels moving, so I think he's in the car. But I think maybe that fast repair was not selected. Which would be really unfortunate, for sure.
Yeah, that would be a race breaker for a lot of these guys if they've already used that fast repair and have already gotten caught up in some of these other wrecks. Just because of how gentle these cars are and how easy it is to damage these things. One little wrong mistake and, you know, your race could be ruined.
Yeah, we're getting ready to go green here. Molina, I think he still had one. I think he just didn't select it. And he had to, I don't know if he had to tow or not, but I saw him start to drive around to his box. So, actually, never mind. He's got the car repaired. I see it is repaired. So, he must have just maybe had to tow and it was still towing. But he's actually going to get back out on track here, but he's going to be 2 laps down. And I don't really think he's going to have time to get those back. See, Austin Green goes around the outside to get his laps back. Molina's going to try and do the same. Hopefully those guys can get back on the lead lap. I'd really like to see Molina try and claw his way through the field because he's been absolutely stellar to watch when he's out front. I mean, absolutely holding off the field like that was really fun to watch. But now, Chris Walker is going to try and do that, and I think he's going to have a good chance at it. He was running up front pretty good.
Yeah, Chris has been up there most of the race, and I think he's going to do a swell job at keeping his car up there.
So hopefully these guys get warmed up here and getting ready to go green this time. They are double file restarts, so hopefully everybody gets right up there, and then we'll get the power right down once again to end the second caution of the day. We're going to restart with 16 laps to go. Pace car getting ready to make the hard left onto the tight pit road that is the Indianapolis pit lane. Chris Walker is going to lead them back down to the green. He will hit the hammer when he is ready to go. And there he goes, immediately out to the front. Big lead over the rest of the field, but they're going to get a big run on him when they get that slipstream.
Yeah, probably not the smartest thing to get a big gap like that, because when they do catch him, it's going to be hard to block all those oncoming cars trying to get that top spot from him.
Yeah, it's kind of like late racing. You don't want to get too big of a gap, but, you know, I think they still probably would have gotten a run. Oh, they're wrecking in the back. Horton is absolutely flying, but it's one car, so I think we can probably stay green. These Indy cars, you got to be a little more lenient because they like to flip, so I think we got to be a little more lenient and treat it a little differently. Unfortunate for Justin Horton, but looks like he's going to hold on, and to the front goes Daniel Mosteller.
And not a big shocker there. Daniel is such a solid driver in any car he goes to. As he loses the lead, he's just always consistently up there competing for the win.
Yeah, he knows his way around the iRacing service, no doubt about it. And he's competed for many of the ENAR races we've had so far this season and this year. Sorry, already this month, I should say, for our career. But they're going to go 3 wide. Contreras down low for the lead. Contreras down on that rumble strip. It can kind of step the car out. I think Justin Horton was sideways in front of the pack there. Everybody got through fine, it looks like.
What great driving getting around Justin right there. That could have been bad news.
Yeah, hopefully he gets that sorted out. Mosteller gets back to the front. I didn't even see Horton there. I was mentioning that Contreras, about those rumble strips, can really step that car out. It's something they need to look for. Someone did it earlier in the race. I can't remember who it was, but they hit the rumble strips and it stepped it out. Those curbs, they don't really work in these Indy cars. It just gets it too unbalanced here. Justin Horton is still sideways. Hopefully he gets down to the... He is moving, but I think he's gotten down to the bottom of the track now. Car on the wall in the back. I think he's going to be fine. One car just kind of sideways, bounced off the wall. It's Zerkut and Mosteller for the lead right now. Ray Zerkut. Now Contreras enters the party all the way downstairs. Enters 3 wide into turn 3. Contreras gets a 2-for-1 deal right there, right to the front. See everybody kind of shuffling around as they go through the short chute there between 3 and 4. Mosteller looking for a gap behind Zerkut. Zerkut around! Oh my goodness, an absolutely massive crash. Oh my goodness. Daniel Mosteller and Ray Zerkut go around. The caution comes out. Oh my goodness. I felt like I could see that coming. He was getting really close to the back bumper of him. And that was one of the hardest hits I think we've had ever in ENAR.
That is one of the most violent hits I've ever seen on iRacing. And I do understand the damage model is a little funky, but that is still a massive wreck.
You see, he was right on Zerkut's bumper, Mosteller was, and he moved down the track, and then I think he just kind of moves up a little bit, and Zerkut maybe comes down, but they make contact, Zerkut goes around, and Ray Zerkut hits the inside wall, Mosteller does too, and then Zerkut bounces right back into the pit attenuator. That pit attenuator, in real life, it has a foam barrier. In iRacing, it does not. It definitely doesn't feel like it, at least. and he absolutely destroyed the wall. Daniel Mosteller gets stuck in the outside pit wall. I cannot believe the wreck we just saw. That was insane. There's real time. Oh my goodness. I think we have a pit road camera, so let's see if we can catch that. Catch this one on pit lane, because this is going to be an absolutely massive accident if we get this. Oh, that's not it. Well, that would be a heck of a shot, too. I want to see if we can find... because that would be absolutely awesome.
I'm also starting to wonder, some of these cars, you know, been getting in wrecks. I wonder if some of these guys have their fast repairs left and are still in it, or if their race is pretty much done from just getting involved in some of the things that aren't their fault.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I definitely agree. That... I cannot believe what we just saw. That was absolutely insane. But, we're gonna go, you know, I guess gotta move on. That was a heck of an impact. Big hit for Razor
Looks
Cut.
like we got some
Takers.
cars on in the pits, getting some new fresh tires, and gonna try to reset and try to go for this win.
Maximus Molina is gonna get back to the lead, so he's getting ready to go. I mean, he back on lead lap, back at the front. I'm excited to watch Molina. I see him in the chat. I assume that's him. You know, really, you've been fun to watch, Molina, no doubt about it. So we'll see if you can maybe get it done and get your second win of the night. Because you put on a pretty good show at the beginning of this one. Contreras is going to come out second. Chris, well, come out first technically, but he's going to be second. Chris Walker will be third. So, drivers getting their laps back. I'm excited to see the end of this one. Hopefully we keep it green from here, because that'll be really nice to see with 10 laps to go. I don't think we could have had a bigger crash right there. That was such a hard hit. I can't get over that hit for Razor Cut. I mean, Daniel Mosteller hit pretty hard too there, but Razor Cut hitting that pit attenuator is just not fun. I mean, that's a painful hit in real life, and it's a startling one in the sim. Oh, I guess... okay, never mind.
Yeah, luckily this is not real life and it's just a simulator, so we don't have to worry about asking the drivers if they're okay, because if that were in real life, that would be a very deadly hit going into that inside wall to the pit lane.
Yeah, just absolutely brutal, and we're so lucky that this is not real life, because those incidents, you know, it's unfortunate when they happen, but luckily safety has gone very, very far in motorsports and IndyCar, and it's always progressing, but luckily, you know, we've moved on from the days where every hit is a deadly hit, you know?
Yeah, for sure. And luckily technology has gone so far in real life racing that, you know, a lot of drivers do walk away unscathed, or if they are hurt, not very badly, which is we're all very thankful for, you know. I've seen a lot of very bad wrecks in real life, and very rare cases where they come out injured.
Yeah, I mean, it's just really good how far motorsports has come, like you said. And iRacing with their old damage model definitely, you know, always makes you think. But we're going to get ready to go back green here with 8 laps to go. These are going to be 8 quick laps when they're going 235 mile an hour. So, Max Molina, Alan Contreras, that's going to be your front row when we go back green. Molina, see if he can hold on. Remember, if he gets in a wreck, it's over. He's used up his fast repair. He's just going to go for it. He said in the chat that he is going to be going like a bat out of hell. So, I'm excited to see what he's able to do here. Because we still got 8 laps to go, and even though we're going 230, it can still feel like forever to a driver.
For sure, especially with how intense and how hard these things are to drive. One lap feels like 100 sometimes.
Yeah, Max Molina's going to lead us down. He's going to get the pedal down as soon as we get the drop to the green, and there they go. Molina ahead of Contreras. Contreras looks down to the inside. Molina back to the top side as they go into one, try to get that nice arc. Contreras waiting in the wings, looking for the run, coming through the short chute right now. Everybody slots in. Contreras kind of gets ran down by Molina, side by side through turn 2, coming out of 2, down to the back straightaway. Austin Green goes 3 wide for the lead. He's going to get both of them. Oh, he's going to be side by side with Molina going into the corner. He had a little bit of push from Chris Walker, just some air push. Austin Green to the front. Walker looking. Can't quite make it work. Oh, Molina ran up the track into the wall. Maximus Molina gets put up in the wall. I don't know how bad the damage is on that car. That's unfortunate. Hopefully his day is not over.
Max right now is just praying for them to make a mistake and get checked out.
Yeah, he's gonna need something like that. I think that car is damaged. I just saw him clip the wall, I think, another time. Right now, Austin Green holding off Chris Walker. Walker continues to run down for that lead. Has not really been able to hold the lead, but he's been able to go for it. Here comes Contreras. Contreras got to be waiting, finding any chance he can get. But Austin Green continues to try and fight Chris Walker, which makes it hard for anybody to make a pass. But as I say that, Aladam Contreras gets to the inside. He's going to take the lead on the front straightaway. 6 laps to go at the line. 3 wide for the lead going into 1.
Yeah, this is do or die time right now. This is it. Not a lot of laps left. We're going to 5 to go on this next lap. So if you're gonna make your moves, this is the time to do it.
Let's be honest here. Molina is not out of this thing. With how big the wrecks we've seen tonight, I mean, it's not out of the possibility that a last lap wreck could give Molina a win. I would not be surprised. We see how dicey everybody's getting. Contreras just looking for a gap. Austin Green up the racetrack. He's going to lose a little bit of ground nearly under the wall out of the corner. Here comes Daniel Mosteller. Contreras almost throws a bad luck.
Yeah, Molina is definitely not out of this. Just one little small mistake by just one of these guys with how close they're racing, and it could be a big fire wreck, and Molina's going to be there sitting there waiting on them to do it.
Yeah, currently Contreras gets back to the lead, but there's like 3 or 4 lead changes every lap. It's crazy how quick these guys are going with 5 laps to go. I mean, we've got 5 cars up front here. It was 6 with Molina. He's losing a lot of ground, but, you know, one wreck could take out all 5 of these guys, and especially on that last lap, it's kind of prone to happen coming through the down the front straightaway. But now, Chris Walker's looking for a gap, almost into the back of Austin Green. He goes to the outside, 3 wide once again for the lead. Now, Mosteller looks for a gap. He can't make it work. Contreras is going to lose some ground going into the inside of Green. Almost had his nose in there. Austin Green back to the front now ahead of Chris Walker.
We'll see how aggressive Green's going to be with his blocking to try to keep this lead, even though it seems like it's not going to matter with these pushes and stuff. No matter which lane you push, the second place guy can just go to the other lane and just get a massive push from the guy behind him, and you're just dead in the water.
Chris Walker to the inside of Green. 3 laps to go. Contreras all the way downstairs to the inside wall. 3 wide once again down the front straightaway. This is something we always see. Look for at some point Demos to make that move. He is just waiting for the prime opportunity. They went 3 wide through turn 1 that time, and they're going to do it through 2 as well. Absolutely phenomenal driving. They're trying to make it work. Contreras defends that inside aggressively all the way down to that grass. Green thought about making a move, couldn't quite make it work. 3 wide once again. Green through the middle on the outside is Chris Walker. Almost contact between those two, basically as close as you could get it.
Such good racing for this lead right now.
Contreras, Green. Green looks for a gap. Doesn't... Oh my goodness, if Green went any lower, he was going to hit the pit attenuator trying to make that move on Contreras. 2 laps to go. Chris Walker back to the outside. I think...
You see Mosteller down there just waiting on them to make one little mistake. He's just waiting. He's lurking. He's waiting to make his move until it counts.
We've seen Mosteller look. I would not be surprised if he goes 4 wide on the last lap. He can be aggressive when he needs to be. And Austin Green kind of runs Chris Walker up the track. Green now all the way down. That allows Contreras to get out to a huge gap, but they're going to have a huge run on him as well. White flag, 1 lap to go when they come to the stripe here. Looks like they're going to make it back. No green-white checkers necessary. Here they come into one. Aladam Contreras with the advantage. Oh, Austin Green tags Chris Walker. Contreras is the only driver to make it out. Aladam Contreras has just been gifted a win. I mean, he was leading and he held on a lot, but he is, I mean, no one's going to contend for that one now.
As it goes into 3, no competition. He's going to walk away with a win.
Aladam Contreras, how about that? Believe this is his first ENAR start with us, so he's going to come down the front straightaway. Aladam Contreras is going to win at Indianapolis. And how about that? Absolutely phenomenal racing. Obviously, the finish was not incredibly, crazy, but I gotta say, I think we gotta do Indy cars at some point again.
Yeah, this was probably some of the most exciting racing we've done outside of plate track racing. This was a lot of fun to watch and broadcast.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I mean, this has been so fun to watch, and I know these drivers have enjoyed it. It's very exhilarating. But Aladam Contreras has absolutely got it done. Let's watch back that last lap, and hopefully we can drag in Aladam Contreras here as well. If he is in the Discord, I don't know if he is or not, but I would definitely love to have an interview with him. Aladam Contreras, this isn't the first time he's won a race we broadcasted, though. He won a Paintbrush Truck Series race at Phoenix, and, well, I mean, we're going to get to hopefully interview him again, but you see Austin Green just kind of ran up the track into Chris Walker, and then when he clipped Walker, it just right in front of Mosteller and right in front of Boltemeyer, and wow, Walker was way up in the air.
Just nowhere for those from third on back to go, just on for the ride, nothing they could have done. And Contreras was just out there in the lead, and just,
Yeah, and that part of that is that he got that huge lead right before that, and he got that big lead, and that's what he needed to be able to pull that off. And I mean, that's what it was right there. He got a lead, and I thought they were gonna have a big run on him, but when they went for it, Austin Green's car looks like just got tight, and he went around, and he caught Chris Walker. I mean, that was absolutely phenomenal to watch. But, let's see if Aladam Contreras is in here. I don't think he is. Is he still in iRacing?
yeah, he's still in iRacing.
Alright, you mind? Maybe we can tell him to get in here.
Yeah, I just did.
Alright. But I mean, that was some great racing. I think that was. I mean, you can't beat that. That was the best race all night, if I gotta say.
Yeah, I didn't think anything would beat that nationwide race at Dega, and I am slightly a little bit biased, but definitely this IndyCar race was the icing on the cake to finish off this these hosted lobbies.
Yeah, I think while we wait for Contreras, because I don't know if he's in here, but if he is, I can send him the link. But I think we will we'll drag in Max Molina because he's in the driver's chat, so we'll drag him in and talk to him while we wait. Max Molina, you were really good early on, and just got into a little trouble there late. Tell us about that one.
It was fun. It was fun going back and forth up there. The draft was insane in these cars. I didn't think they were going to be that crazy, but it was fun working the draft with everyone else and going back and forth with the lead up there. And then obviously getting involved in that first wreck, having to tow, get on my laps back somehow. And then I think that last restart, coming to complete that lap in turn 4, it looks like Chris Walker. I think he probably just didn't turn for the corner or didn't turn early enough and just came up into me, and then I got put into the wall, and then it was over from that point. At least I thought it was. And then they all died in the last lap, and I somehow came away third. So I'll take it any day of the week. But it was so much fun tonight racing with y'all, and appreciate you guys as always for hosting this kind of stuff. It's a lot of money and it's a lot of effort, and I appreciate you guys for doing this.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead, Christian.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate it. We wouldn't be able to do this without you guys coming in here and supporting and running these lobbies and just putting on such a great show every race.
Yeah, it was so much fun, just going crazy out there and making moves I think would never work in any other Indy car, but with these guys in these cars, it was awesome being out there.
I gotta say, that was probably the best racing we may have ever had on ENAR. I think we're probably gonna go back to these Indy cars at some point, because you guys put on an absolute show, and we had to non-stop talk up here because of what was going on. There was 3 lead changes every lap. It was insane. I gotta say, even though you didn't get the finish you wanted, you put on a heck of a show.
Yeah, I'm glad I could do that for you guys. It was so much fun being out there with everyone else.
Well, we're gonna send you back. We really appreciate you hopping in the booth. We really appreciate you racing with us tonight. Congratulations on the win earlier tonight with the nationwide cars. And hopefully we get to see you again at some point. Obviously, I think we'll see you on Sunday for the Paintbrush Truck Series race, so that'll be exciting.
Yep, that's the plan. Hope to see you guys there, too.
All right, see you.
See ya.
Now, let's drag in Aladam Contreras, your winner. Contreras, you won at Indianapolis in ENAR. How about that one?
Bro, that's amazing, man. This was so much fun. These cars are a blast here, man.
Yeah, I mean, you put on a heck of a show. You guys put on a heck of a show. Obviously, right there at the end, everybody wrecked. You got to drive away with it. But throughout the whole race, I mean, you were really quick, and no doubt about it, you guys were just always making moves. I just told Melina, me and Christian had to be talking nonstop because of everything that was happening. So, I mean, just talk us through those last couple laps.
Oh yeah, bro, it was super chaotic, man. These runs and these cars at this track, it's so huge. Even with old tires, you could still make a lot of moves. So pitting didn't really make a difference, but it was still really fun. There was a lead change every lap, so it was pretty hard to hang on to the lead. But I'm just glad it worked out in my favor.
Yeah, so something me and Christian were talking about a lot is how much does this car push when you're behind another driver entering the corners? Because the modern Indy car pushes a lot. And it didn't seem like these were pushing that bad. It seemed like you still had a lot of downforce on that front wing.
Oh yeah, for sure. And the modern Indy cars, if you go right behind someone, you're going straight to the wall. But these ones, they give you a little bit of wiggle room. It isn't as bad as the current cars, but it's still there, but it's just not as big, which makes it way easier to set up runs and pass people.
Anything you want to say? Go ahead.
Yeah, how was it running up the front? Because with all these big runs, it's just so hard to block everybody. In your opinion, how was it just to be up there trying to lead this pack?
That was really difficult, man. These guys, they get huge. Every turn there's someone with the run. So the best way I tried to do it was just holding the inside, because I know it'll be difficult to pass on the top. But yeah, I just held the inside around the whole track, and it looks like it worked out.
Well, I just told this to Melina, but with the racing we saw tonight, I mean, this has got to be the most interesting, the most action-packed ENAR race we've had. I think we're probably gonna go back to these Indy cars at some point. Would you support that?
Yeah, man, these cars are a blast. Even at road course, these cars are super fun to drive. One of my favorite cars in the series.
All right. Well, I mean, anybody you want to thank here before we send you back?
Thanks to everyone who raced, and thanks to you guys for hosting this. This was really fun. I'll probably be back for more. It's a really fun day.
All right. Well, you have won the third and final race of tonight, so congratulations, and hopefully we get to see you again at some point.
Oh yeah, for sure. Thanks, guys.
Thanks a lot, guys.